Audience interaction is front and center in Glisser, so you can easily keep everyone glued to your presentation. Adding quizzes, questions, polls, and social media feeds all help to make your presentations engaging. In this video, I'm going over effective ways to keep your audience engaged. Before your presentation begins, you can set the tone for audience participation with an interesting icebreaker. In the past, icebreakers have been kind of cheesy and cringy, but they don't have to be that way. Doing something like a ranking poll is a great icebreaker because it sets a casual tone, makes people feel more excited and part of the conversation. It's easy to set up a ranking poll when editing your session by clicking Add Content and then Opinion. Then type out your questions and answers and choose a ranking in the Answer Type section. During the presentation, you can do regular multiple choice quizzes to test your audience's understanding of what you're talking about. No one likes to get the wrong answer, so they'll be more inclined to pay extra attention to the presentation. To set up multiple choice quizzes while editing your session, click on Add Content and then Quiz, and then type in your questions and answers. Another thing you can do to encourage audience engagement is opening up the option for Q&A. That being said, no one wants to go first and think of a question. One way to combat this is to stoke the fire with some seeded questions. A seeded question is an example question that shows the audience the style and tone of questions they can ask. Our final tip for encouraging audience engagement is to give your audience members the option to download slide decks at the end, but only after answering a feedback question. By placing a mandatory feedback poll at the end of your presentation, your audience has to answer it before they can download the slides. To do this, make sure download content is turned on under content settings, and then add an opinion poll to your session and make answering mandatory. Move it to the end of your slide deck. And that's it! There are countless other ways to get your audience involved in your presentation with Glisser, but these first few ideas will get you started in the right direction.